Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another video. As you can see here, I'm back in VirtualBox, and today we'll be playing around with Bodhi Linux. For a simple fact, it looks a lot like Buddha, and yeah, I know I just posted a yoga video on YouTube and BitChute not too long ago, and I'm about to post it to the Vamu. And I decided to go ahead and pick this distro, so the Vamu people aren't gonna just flip out crazy when they see me post a yoga video after all these tech videos. Plus, it was time for me to put some tech videos back in my main YouTube channel anyway. So as you can see, I'm going through the basic installation of a new virtual machine. So I want to create a new virtual machine, give it a name, pick the folder to put the drive in. Virtual hard drive. And now I'm actually telling the system how much RAM I want. And I decided to go ahead with 4 gigs. Ought to be enough. So yeah, I was like, first I was like, maybe decrease, let me increase. I'm like, let me go ahead with the 4 gigs, get the full experience with someone would actually be using. So yeah, as you can see, I was trying to figure out exactly how much I wanted. So I was like, 4 gigs would be good enough. Then from here, I created a virtual hard drive. Probably could make this thing smart because I probably won't be using this distro as often because after I played around with it, it was like, seemed to be like a very basic, stripped down version of Ubuntu, which is probably good for a lot of beginners, people that don't want too much going on. But for me, you guys already know I'm the huge geek and nerd that I am. I'll probably want a little bit more stuff going on. But the good thing about Bodhi Linux is the fact that, it is simplistic, has that kind of Zen atmosphere when you actually go into the desktop. You see it's all nice, peaceful, like you're in a Zen garden. So that's the main purpose of it and why I should pick this distro. And of course, as myself, I like to have it set up simple so I can do quick drag and drop features on the OSs. And of course, make sure you unselect the floppy disk drive. Then process, make sure you got that enabled so you guys get full speed when you're going through there. And then I can do the normal checks, make sure all this is set up. Yep, give it more than 16 gigs of RAM. This is not the 90s. This is not 1996. Let's give it at least 64 megs. Because come on, 16 megs, that's like what? PS1 or something? Sorry, PS2 era. And yeah, this is me fumbling around and I realized, oh yeah, I was writing the right folder already. So I go back and say, oh, dang it, it was E drive. Which is why I don't do these videos live. Even though I actually re-recorded and I still messed up. Forgot I had that on there. Audio network, everything is decent. And then here I screwed up with the USB. Thought I could get away with USB 2.0 and I was like, nope. It's still in experimental phase. So then after all that, hit OK. I tried booting it up. And of course, first thing it happens is it gives me the virtual red lines that tell me, oh yeah, guess what? This isn't going to work. Or red. Oop. So, had to say, hit OK. So I checked that out. I was like, oh, yep, this doesn't work properly yet. So I'll go to Settings, and I go to USB 1.1. So just a quick reminder that, yeah, there's some glitchiness with the USB stuff. VirtualBox still, so I hit it. Go ahead and start it up, and this actually will go ahead and start up the live disk. Then, of course, I picked Legacy BIOS, like old school, hit Enter. All the way up, Enter. Pick your keyboard and so on. Okay, while I was going through the whole boom process, I might as well go through the listing that Great Wolf Fitness gave me, dealing with the current beer bug that's going on that we mentioned earlier. So how has the current epidemic affected me? Currently, it's caused me to have to work from home as well as train from home because pretty much everything's closed down. Basically, the only thing you really do at this point is get up, go to work, get gas, get food, that type of stuff, medicine, and nothing else. And I believe this thing will probably last until late May, early June, based on information that's currently out there. And basically, I'm occupying my time by working on mobile projects that I put aside. As you can see here, like working with VirtualBox, kind of playing around with Bodhi Linux to see what's going on. And kind of going, Bodhi Linux right now is actually going through the whole web browser that they have built in. And then quick start to go through the installation process. And currently, I am not worried because, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that no one can control. And we just got to kind of work through it as time progresses. The business that affected me the most during this time frame had to be barbershops. I'm going to keep it 100. Okay, now I've kind of got done playing with that. Basically, to get everything installed, you got to go to preferences of this live demo. and then from there choose to install it. So right now I'm just kind of playing around with that. It shows okay, install Bodhi Linux 5.0. And one thing that I did notice after I got everything installed, there was a very limited number of software packages in their interface through the GUI. So basically, if you actually want to get anything other than very basic software installed on this system, you got to use the apt get install command from command prompt, because going through the software store is not going to cut it. Anyway, after you start the installation process, you choose English, whatever your language is. Hit continue, let it load up. So this basically okay, what language you want the OS to be in, and then okay, do you want to download updates while it's installing? And you want third-party software? And I'm like, yep, let me put all the extra software in there that I need. Even still, you gotta use apt get space install command to get everything to work. So it's like sudo space apt get install to get everything to work. And since this is basically just a throwaway machine, aka a virtual machine, so erase everything, ignore all the information that's on here or warning messages, because hey, it's not a real computer, and this virtual hard drive was made specifically for this installation. So I kept removing. Just like if it was actually, even if it was a real computer, if I had like a hard drive already reformatted completely for this installation on a physical machine, I would pick the same idea as well. Sorry, same option as well. At this point, you pick your time zone. So I'm in Michigan, so I pick Detroit, hit continue. And from here, I decided to go ahead and pick a username. At first, I was going to say Jack Geek, but you know what? So I don't get confused with other stuff. I put in there WBowen and then a simple password, because it is what it is, guys. It's a virtual machine. I'm not too worried about it. And I also picked login automatically, but if this is a real machine, you will say require my password at login, which should be what you need to do if you're really want to say secure or information assurance. It's like information assurance was another version of IA, not Iron Ass, but information assurance. So now we gotta go to the more somber part of the questions that Great Wolf Fitness sent. So basically, like he said, what we're doing to help. What can I do to help during this whole crisis that everyone's going through? And basically, my thing is provide words of encouragement to people that need it. So if someone calls me or shoots me a message, tell me, hey, it's like one of those dark times for a lot of people. You just gotta push your way through it. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And unfortunately, right now, I'm also praying for an individual that was at my church, at the church that I grew up in many years ago, who is now currently in the hospital fighting for his life from this virus. So for anyone who tells you that this virus is made up, they're completely full of BS. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I hate to break the conversation, but right now, that's one that's bringing me sick to my stomach. All these fake wannabe YouTubers and social media wannabes trying to get likes and attention by saying this is a hoax that's made up. Individuals are worse than Alex Jones when he said the Sandy Hook shooting was made up. That is complete garbage. There are people out here that are dying right now in the streets. You have the nerve to come out here and say that this is made up. That is complete BS. Period. Sorry, I had to get that out of my system because I'm really flat out sick to my stomach. All these people out here trying to say this is made up and they're making a profit off of it to get clicks and views. You people make me sick to my stomach. Okay. Now that rant is done with, do I think more could have done to help fight the outbreak? And to be brutally honest, at this point, I don't think there's too much people can do other than what they're doing right now. The doctors are doing the best they can. However, I do believe that stuff could have been made worldwide months ago that could have lessened the effects. But unfortunately, we're in a point. It's in the situation that it is right now. And basically, the next question they had will be, what do you tell children during these times? Right now, I'm not currently around children, but if I was around children and have kids of my own, I tell them, like, hey, you know what? Just be faith, keep your faith, keep your head up, and just live life one day at a time. That's all we really can do at this point. And next question will be, in my opinion, what I think this whole virus thing is. Honestly, it's a real virus with plenty of unknowns. So unfortunately, it's spreading quickly, but it seems like people are finding ways to provide treatment to people. So hopefully, by midsummer, this thing will be a thing of the past. And we can move on with our lives. Okay, I apologize for the little mini run I had, but I had to get that off my chest. Well, anyway, going back to the whole Bodhi Linux installation, They do have a screen right here giving some information about the donation. So if anyone's inclined to do it, I say probably worth it. You have the extra money laying around. There's some good people, so go ahead and help them out. Okay, as you all saw, there was an App Center screen that came up before the donations. Like I said earlier, use the app get install feature for the command line because you're not going to find too much on here. And actually, I'm going to fast forward a lot of the installation process so you won't be here all freaking day. Okay, once all the files are copied, you have the choice between restarting or continuing testing. At this point, I chose to go ahead and restart now. Follow the screen prompts, and next thing you know, I was up and running in Bodhi Linux. So you go ahead and restart now, and let everything reboot. And of course, it's going to get fast forwarded a little bit because the initial boot takes a while to come up. Okay, once you shut down the system, let it run through the prompts, and then reboots itself, you're then greeted with this screen that says Moksha. So, kind of getting you back into that Zen mentality. Perfect transition after, the explosion happened earlier. So, get a nice little peaceful screen. Boom, have a leaf right here in that Zen environment. So now, nice clean desktop environment. And you can kind of get an idea what you have right now with Bodhi Linux. First thing that's going to pop up is going to be the web browser that comes with it by default. And if you kind of go through the quick guide, or you can just say skip it, close it up, and then go off the hard drive, which actually be faster, which I actually do here. So you saw how long it took to get out for it to open up off the internet, and boom, it's here right there instantly. So I was kind of playing around with that, and then of course went to installing software. You see what type of features you have on here. Then also, if I want to see the software is on here, you go to applications. Then you go to System Tools. And then finally, Bodhi App Center. But unfortunately, as I went through, I found the App Center was kind of bare. So basically, your best bet is to look up some of the Ubuntu packages and software that's available and use that to get where you need to go. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck with very limited software. So I was like excited to say, oh, they have Play on Linux and even Frozen Bubble, aka Puzzle Bobble, but unfortunately, as you can see there, not too many other games on there. No Tux Racer or anything else. Well, anyway, I think this is a good place to wrap this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be safe. Please be courteous and kind to your fellow human beings. And that's all I got to say. See you guys later.